All right. Hello, everybody. Hey, guys. I am here. Um, as always, hopefully, there's no technical stuff. Um, okay. Now, let's cross our fingers. Hopefully, there's no technical stuff. Hello. Hey, Lola. I'm so glad you're here. I know, 2 weeks in a row that you're here. So that's a good thing. And that I'm here. So that's a good thing. Let's see. Today's card is going to be, well, you can see today's card, but I'll make the screen bigger. But it is my kid's birthday today. So I kind of wanted to do like a guy-ish card. And I can't believe that my kid is as old as he is. Time goes very fast. So let's see, couple of things to talk about still. Kits are still on sale, so all month. I talked a bunch about them last week, so if you missed that one, you can always go back and watch it. But they're still on sale. They're a great value. Paper pumpkin. We got a sneak peek of the what month is it? The August. Hello, Yolanda. I'm so happy you're here. Oh, thank you. Yeah, happy birthday to the kid. So August Paper Pumpkin is themed with love and gratitude. So I guess it's not August, it's September. Sorry, it's August right now. We're talking about September's Paper Pumpkin. So in that kit, which does not include the sale, Paper Pumpkin is its own thing. But this kit includes 8 treat packages, 8 note cards, 8 coordinating envelopes, 1 Lost Lagoon stamp and spot, a photopolymer stamp set, some gold foil pieces, detailed die cuts. There's also an add-on. This add-on is a spiral bound notebook. It is gorgeous. Let's go in here. I'll show you this. So it is inspired by the co-founder of Stampin Up, Shelley Gardner, and she is usually very like nature inspired, and her stuff is just gorgeous. Everything she makes is gorgeous. But so if you're a subscriber to Paper Pumpkin and you want that add-on, it's while supplies last. But yeah, so let me know if you would like to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, and we can get you hooked up. Hello, Henry. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, so let's make the desk screen bigger. And I'm giving you guys a sneak peek, not even a sneak peek. I'm giving you the whole kit and caboodle. So this is one of the cards that I'm going to be taking to backstage as a swap card. And I'm going to talk about this paper and stuff, but this was used, I used the Wildlife Wonder stamp set. Again, I was kind of channeling the kid today. But this, so these cards, I was thinking of t-shirts. This is going to sound really weird. I'm thinking we've all seen them, but they're the t-shirts that have kind of like the bright galaxy color, and then they'll have a wolf. Or, yeah, a wolf. Like, and you would get them in like souvenir shops and stuff, and it would say, I don't know, usually Southwest stuff, right? But so that's kind of what inspired me for this card. There's, this is the in color, what are they calling this? Paper. So I use tiny strips of that because it's sparkly. Can you guys see the sparkle? I hope so. I feel like I have a lot of shading on my table today. I'm not sure why. And then I used this metal embossing folder, which we're going to use today on today's card. But I just kind of wanted like a guy themed card. So those are some of the swaps that I'm making for Backstage. So Backstage is a Stampin' Up event. This year it's in Las Vegas. Last year it was in New Orleans. You have to be a Silver Elite to attend. And it's lots of business training, lots of information about the company and stuff. It's a pretty fun time. So I'm super excited about that. We leave, Brian and I are going, we leave next week, and we're going to be able to go to Kanab, Utah, which is where all the stamps are made. And we get to see the factory. So I'm like super excited about that. So the designer series paper that we're using for the card we're going to create. So today's card is this guy right here. And I'm going to show you there's some dimension to it. But the backstory is that this stargazing paper, so this comes 12 by 12. It's designer series paper. In the catalog, there's a whole suite. There's stamps, dies, bling that go with this paper. When I saw this paper when the new catalog came out, I was like, okay, it's bright, it's cheery, it's pretty, but what am I gonna do with it? Like, I don't know. But then the designer series paper went on sale, and I said, okay, I'm gonna buy it because I really thought I would be using the back sides, the back of this. I mean, that's gonna make a great fall card. But look at how bright and cheery. And there's lots of colors in here, right? Like there's, well, I have the list. There is Basic Blackberry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Blueberry Bushel, Crushed Curry. It just goes on and on. There's probably like 12 different colors that coordinate with this paper. So it was sitting on my desk because I was making the swap cards. This is how the story is going. And I was like, I need a card for today. And I've been procrastinating. And so that's how this card came about, because this paper was sitting on my desk and I was still thinking, actually I was talking to the kid when I was pulling stuff to make this card. So let's see, our card kit that we have, we're using some in colors. So the in colors that kind of lost a little bit of love because we got new in colors. So this is Orchard Oasis. Yes, it is Orchard Oasis. So these in colors are good through this annual catalog, right? So they'll be going away in the summer, spring-ish, when the annual catalog goes away. But we have a long time for that. But you know, you get something new and you start playing with the new stuff, and the old stuff gets a little lost in the shuffle. And so we're going to go with this. So we have our traditional card base, our 5.5 by, I always forget this one, 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to fold this guy in half, like so. Okay. We have a piece of Orchard Oasis that is 4 by 5 1/4. I already ran it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine using the metal plate 3D. I use this one because I just thought it looked like a spaceship, right? Like the stuff that would be on the spaceship. I wanted kind of that, the silver, that metal, I forget what it's called. It's not galvanized. You guys know what I'm talking about. All that silver that's in all the shops, but I didn't want it to be silver. And then we have a piece of designer series paper that is cut the same size, the 4 by 5 1/4. And I think we're probably going to use this one because I want the planet with the rings on it. But what we are going to do is we are going to use the nested essentials, right? So here are the nested essentials. You have, I don't know what shape this is called. You have your like banner or pennant, and then you have your circled corner squares here. And to me, this looked like a window out of a spaceship. So that's what we're going with. Maybe I've watched one too many Star Wars movies, or what are those guys called? The like Avenger movies, but that's what it reminded me of. So that's what we're going with. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna, and I wanted a pretty big window because I want the designer series paper to do most of the work for me. And make sure it's still straight. We're going to run that through. So this card, there's not a whole lot of stamping. Like I said, the designer series paper is doing all the work. Whereas like last week's card, we made our own designer series paper. So let's put this guy away. So, okay, that we're gonna put off to the side. Now, I made kind of two different versions of this card, and we're gonna do the one that's gonna pop this up a little bit or a lot. I'll show you the other one here in a minute. So we have these strips, right? That this came from a kit that I don't think I made it the way it was supposed to be made because I had a lot of these left over. But we do sell these. So these are adhesive foam strips. They work great for like this kind of card. This card you could easily turn into a shaker card by putting your window sheet on here. But we're not doing that today. That is for another time. So we are going to take these foam strips and we're just going to outline our die cut. And these are, you can actually bend them so you don't have to like tear them too much, because you want the coverage. Oops. You want the coverage around the opening. And these guys you just turn. We're gonna just cut that off. And then I'm just gonna add these all along the edge. So you guys let me know, have you made a shaker card before? I know a few of you on here have. Let me know. I have made shaker cards. I just, I didn't do it for this guy. Because actually I did all this first and I was like, that would have made a perfect shaker card. I feel like maybe I'm going a little overboard, but we'll just go with it. And we're going to put a little guy here just to hold so it doesn't sink. Okay, now we're going to pull all these guys off and we're going to layer it on top of the designer series paper. And you just want to make sure that that what you want to see through the window is where you want it. So you just have to double check that. But I love these strips. They make it so easy. Dimensionals would work. Actually, the side of the dimensional pack would be perfect for this. So we're going to put this guy on my tippy toes here. Awesome. All right. Isn't that bright and fun? Let's see. There's that. Okay. Let's see. Lola says the foam adhesive strips make it easy. I know. Don't they make it easy? Because you could do dimensionals, but then you're like dimensional, all the way, right? Yeah, so the strips make it great. And then let's see, Henry did, I believe, with the Stampin' Up kit. Awesome. Love Stampin' Up kits when they teach you and they have you doing something that maybe you wouldn't normally do, or maybe you've done in the past and you forgot. That's the great thing about Stampin' Up kits. Okay, so we are going to, I may have to trim this guy because he is just hanging off just a little bit. So we're going to trim the edge here just because I didn't quite make it. There we go. Easy peasy. And then we're going to take, this, look. Whatever this is called. I did not want it to be shiny. That's why I went with the neutral. But sometimes when you have scraps laying around, you're like, oh, look. All right. So we're going to add this guy to the front. Like so. And you could do this with all sorts of different paper, right? So like last week's card, I popped up the middle of it, and this one, it's the outline is popped up. So kind of the same idea anyway, right? Okay, so there's that. We're gonna pull out this. This is a stitched circle, well, from the Stylish Shape dies. So you guys have seen these before. Love these. And we are going to go back to our Wildlife Wonder to a great guy. And we're going to stamp him with the Orchard Oasis. And because this set is red rubber, you do not need a foam mat. If it was a photopolymer stamp, then we would be stamping on a foam, or at least you'd need a little cushion, right? Okay, so that's going to go on the front. We're going to add some dimensionals like so, and then we're going to do the inside. So that's all it is for the front of the card. Easy peasy. We're letting Designer Series paper, we're letting the embossing machine, it's all doing the work for us, right? So bright. I love it. Okay, so the inside, well, first, here's the other card that I made that has no dimensionals on it. So everything's flat. Well, yeah, this has dimensionals on it. But the cardstock on the cardstock on the cardstock, it's all just adhesive. So, and this one I used a different embossing folder. Can you see that? It's, let me pull it out. It is this guy right here. So I use this one. This is the basic, the one you get online. I can't decide if it's a star, if it's a flower, if it's, I think it just works all different ways. So that's the first one that I cut out. So there's that. Okay, but the inside, put those off to the side. So we have, I was going to show you the paper too. They have to go this way, right? And I love this little strip right here with the planets. I think it is Super cute. Oh, thank you, Yolanda. You like them a lot? So we're going to put this guy on here. I can do it straight, like so. And then we're going to cut it off, trim it off a little bit. But we are going to bring out another stamp set to do the inside for the happy birthday. So we are going to do okay, we're going to bring out biggest wishes, or biggest wish. So I wanted to bring this one out because in the new mini, there's a stamp set that is like this, but it has different words. Obviously, it's not the same, but it has like Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I can't wait to start playing with that one. So I'm super excited about that one. So it's kind of like this, but it's just going to stretch that card making even further. So I can't wait to show you guys. Okay. So I brought in Orchard Oasis, of course, and Smoky Slate. So I thought I brought my mat over here so that I could stamp. I have it in here. Because these are photopolymer. So you want something fishy to stamp on here. All right. So we're going to go with the Smoky Slate, and I'm going to ink up the word birthday for that guy. And I'm going to test it because it doesn't look very dark. So it doesn't really look like there's a lot of ink on it. Okay. So I'm going to put that guy in the middle. And then we're going to ink up the happy with the Orchard Oasis. And we're going to cross our fingers. That works. Oh, love it. Okay. So that is going to go on the inside like that. I'm going to show you. I did do one. Yeah, I did it. The sample card I did like this, but I think I like it on top. Which one do you guys like better? Do you like the when the words are separated or when they're on top of each other? Let's see. So a little. There we go. All right. So not a whole lot of stamping today. You like, Lola, you like it on top best? Yeah, I think me too. I think it's just the way the stamps were created. I think it just makes everything pop a little bit more. So we're going to put this guy inside. I just love the contrast of the bright colors. Yeah, I think it's a great card. That's on there. That one needs to be added on there. We're going to... And let me show you guys the designer series paper. Here's the envelope that I made for one of them. So, oh, I showed it to you already, didn't I? In the very beginning, I'm pretty sure I did, because I talked about making a great autumn card. But very bright. And festive. These, you guys all know that I love blue, but the bright greens are really starting to grow on me. I'm liking all the bright colors. Ooh, that would make a really good Bronco card. Watched a little football yesterday, so now I got team colors on the brain. All right, so Stargazing 12 by 12 designer series paper. All right, guys. Well, I know it was a fast video today, but here is this card and our sample card and the one we made. So this, ooh, excuse me, that is our card for today. Hopefully it inspired you guys for to try maybe letting the, all the not all, to let the designer series paper do a lot of the work for you. And was I showing you that? I don't know. And then that way you're using your designer series paper, right? Because we want to chop it up. We want to use it, not hoard it. And just have fun. See what you can come up with and create. All right, guys. You guys have an awesome Monday. Let's see, busy week this week in the casita on Thursday. Oh, that's what I want to talk to you guys about. On Thursday, I'm having a card class. It was rescheduled from last week. I imagine this had a little error in what day I was supposed to pick up the hubs from the airport in Phoenix. Thursday at 10 a.m. there is a card class. So if you would like to RSVP for that, we would love to have you. Kits are on sale. Paper Pumpkin, inspired by Shelley Gardner. And hopefully you guys are all getting able to spend some time having some paper crafting fun and getting creative. All right, guys. I will be here next Monday if I don't talk or see you before then. So everybody have a great week. We'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.